Hey everyone, have a hair bro, video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts on what seemingly everybody's calling Dokkan Battle 2. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So for those who don't know, I've been out of town, and usually what happens, I go out of town and Dokkan drops a ton of updates and news, and that's exactly what they ended up doing. So I know I'm about a day late on all this, but at least I want to give you guys my thoughts in going over the brand new, I guess, new and improved 2.0 Dokkan, or in this case, they're calling it update 5.250. And I'll tell you what, just logging into the game and playing the game, it seems a little slower on the login, but the looks good, right? So maybe they're looking for more aesthetic, but there are really good upgrades. For example, the passive skill, right? The crazy paragraphs of paragraphs are, I won't say no longer, it's still a lot of information, but it's broken down a lot easier to read. So that's a huge win for, really most people who are trying to examine or trying to really figure out, how to use that particular unit. And it seems like it's not going to stop in terms of the details of what we're going to be seeing in, in terms of the new units coming out. I think it's just going to be a lot more information, but it's now going to be broken down fairly easy to read. So that's a huge thing there. Again, the user interface, it seems a little slower. I don't know if that's you or me feeling the same way about that. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about things. Another thing is a lot of the icons down here are a little smaller. So when you're fighting, the numbers are a little smaller. Everything's a little smaller. So I don't know if they're expecting phones that we're using is a lot bigger, or we're using it on other things, but everything else looks great. It's just some of the details are a lot harder to read. That was just my initial thought when kind of looking at things. So it looks like they updated, for example, the event screen. The Awakening tab has been added to the event screen, and then the following Dokkan events are categorized under these tabs: the Dokkan events, Extreme Z areas, and Prime Battle areas. Thank goodness, right? Thank goodness, because it was just getting, when you have all the Dokkan events available, you can just be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So that's already still going to be there, right? So, and then you add Extreme Z areas, and then the Prime Battle events is, it's just getting longer and longer and longer. So that's good that they have, they're going to organize things a lot more. It's a big game. It's 10 years of stuff. So, and it just says fix some other bugs. So so there you have Dokkan 2 there. So we know, of course, Dokkan 2 is a part of the 10-year anniversary, and being that it's a part of the 10-year anniversary, we still got to talk about that as well. So this was something that was confusing. I don't know if anybody's covered why they're doing it this way, but what they're going to do here is the start time for this broadcast is 2 o'clock in the morning my time. I don't know if I'm going to be watching this, which sucks because I gotta work during the weekday. It's a Tuesday, right? So anniversary is going to fall technically, on the 29th in JP, but 2 o'clock in the morning my time, it's going to be tough for me to watch this, which again kind of sucks that I might be missing out. But of course, I'm feeling that I'm late to the game all the time anyway, and most of you guys have already seen most of this stuff, so just listening for my take, I guess, is good. The next step. The interesting here is, when is this actually going to all start? So the 2 o'clock in the morning is going to do the Dokkan Now special, is going to provide all the information, and then seemingly expecting, because the brand new login unit is going to give it to us 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time PM, right? PM. So about 11 hours after, after the Dokkan Now, we're going to then probably have the start of the anniversary in of itself. Now, are we going to get the units on the same day? I'm not sure if we are or not, but if we do, I'm guessing it's going to be either around like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so just a few hours after, or maybe even like 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, or possibly our normal time, 11 o'clock, which it doesn't seem like that may be the case. So that's what we should expect in terms of when everything is starting for the 10-year anniversary, and that's exciting right now. I think we're just waiting to see the details for the brand new units in the Super Vegito, the Evolution Vegeta, and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So that's exciting. But of course, a couple days ago, they ended up dropping, I think sooner than expected information on Super EZA Majin Buu and Super Vegito, because these aren't going to drop until a couple days after the 10-year anniversary starts, which is, again, very odd for them to load this information right away. But again, most people thought that these were going to Super EZA anyway. Maybe not, as soon as we see them here. But yeah, January 30th, right around the corner after the start of it, we're going to get these two amazing units. I'll quickly cover those. I think most of you guys have seen these two already, and maybe seen some gameplay and things of that nature. I'll tell you what, Super EZAs, they're only buffing the passive skill, and it's just funny, right? You go EZA, this is the EZA, and then boom, Super EZA, we got a ton of stuff here. So it seems like, right, the Super EZA to Buuhan here is the superior one. And that's good because, of course, we continuously need more extreme class units, which, I guess Dokkan tends to not provide as much. Last year was good, right? 2024 was the extreme class year, but getting more extreme class units like this is pretty incredible. So I love, again, it's now organized here. You have some base effects of 200% attack and defense, which is standard these days. We'll see if they increase it to like 300 or 350 in the 10-year anniversary or after that. So lots of additional super attack guaranteed. Changes key spheres from tech to rainbow. Rainbow orb changing is huge, and then recovers 15% at the end of the turn. And then after you attack with 12 key or more, which is basically super attack here, is attack and defense 200%. And that's going to be a nice additional increase. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to int key spheres starting from the 5th turn start of the battle. And then for every key sphere obtained, it's attack 40% and defense 30%. Wait a minute. That's unconditional? This is, so for every key sphere obtained, is that right? Okay, so there you go. And then recovers 12,000 HP. I actually didn't even know that this was a nuking unit. There's no limitation to this. That's crazy. Chance of performing critical hit 33%, and damage reduction 22% up to 66% for every rainbow key sphere obtained. Yeah, this is the reason why this unit's ridiculous, right? You got this, and you got this. Yeah, you're you're good to go. This I didn't notice. From before I read it. But again, I didn't read it when the translations came out. I was seeing the translations from when the JP information. Okay, yeah, this is way superior. When there's a superclass enemy, attack and defense 100%, then all allies keep +3, and attack up 30%. So a support there. And then when there's extreme class, it's less of a buff. That's half the buff basically. Attack and defense 50%, and then all allies keep +2 and attack 20%. And self-excluded. So huge boost, and this is going to be great for all these teams down here. Majin Buu Saga, like they need more units. But artificial life forms, transformation boost, power absorption, Kamehameha, Majin power, uncontrollable power is becoming just so good. Demonic power, following trump cards, sworn enemies, and worldwide chaos, huge boost, and there's no restriction. Just plop them in and you are good to go. And if you can link up these with big bad bosses, yeah, even better, right? Even better. So yeah, Buuhan is king. Definitely, you can say it's the best Super EZA or EZA period in the game now, right? So that mechanic there is really what makes it superior. Let's go ahead and look at Super Vegito here. I think a lot of people aren't as excited, but I would say this unit clears a lot of the easier events for sure, and maybe the harder events, especially if you get super attack, things of that nature. people aren't as excited. And plus, counters aren't what it used to be, but still very strong, very strong. So you get damage reduction 40%, and then that standard 200% and key plus 2. Additional 40% when you are getting hit with a normal attack, which is normal, right? So 80%. So you're not dying off of normal attacks, and then you're going to counter, right? These counters are very powerful, but it gets to the point where certain enemies like that, you'd have to get to a certain level of damage. You're not going to do much damage in those situations. But again, it's going to clear a lot of like current content, or even, you know, you can say early red zone content very, very easily. So when 12 key or more, attack and defense 150%. Would have been nice to see it at 200% like Buuhan. And for every attack received, attack and defense 25% up to 100, and then chance for a critical hit 15 up to 60%. And that's the reason why you want to just get hit many, many times to max that out. So really just 4, and then 60% up there. So when HP is 50% or less, guards all attacks. This right here, they could have just said, hey, you know what, 70%, or remove that, because this is also really nice here as well. Like if you actually had this unrestricted, then you got yourself a competition between Buuhan and this unit here as the best Super Easy A. So, but just like Buuhan, this is ability to support as well, but this one with defense is a little bit more important. Keep us to with 20% for super class enemy, and then extreme class enemy 30% boost on the defense, and then same but opposite, right? Extreme class you get the 100% boost, and super class is 50% there. So, and again, I think they could have just done a few things, and this unit would be as touted right now as Buuhan. For example, if they just literally just removed this, now we got something going on, right? So yeah, so 40% damage reduction with guard, you know, now you're probably not going to die to anything. But I think that the advantage goes to Buuhan because of his ability to be a nuking unit. So anyway, it's still really no restrictions besides the HP here, so no issues there. And it is a nice boost to all these units. Is it the return of Potara? That's really what I want. I hope the new Super Vegito is going to have some Potara leader skills, so we can bring back Potara. Bring back Potara, people. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. But all in all, you know, Dokkan 2.0 is, of course, you know, right now I would say well received. People are really excited about the update, the 10-year anniversary, everything there. I hope it brings new players. That's always fun. And you know me, I like to give away accounts, and I should be giving away accounts when the anniversary starts for newer players. So if you want to restart at the 10-year anniversary and start over again, or get some other people involved and, you know, have a nice free-to-play account, we're gonna do that. So anyway, super amazing, still very, very good. And we're excited to see the rest of the Super Easy A's. I'll kind of end with that. You know, what other Super Easy A's we're going to have here. This is the two that I'm the biggest question on right here. Is I think 99.900% we're going to probably get this guy Easy A. But, you know, when you see the whole roadmap, is Janemba a part of that? Not too sure. And then are we going to get some of these here for a Super Easy A as well? Interesting enough, right? So super GT, but it seems like we're only going to get the Super Easy or the Easy A to the LR Super Saiyan 4, so I don't think we're going to get anything there. So we got the Z already, and then here's Super, and then here's Z movies. Again, excited. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Again, I just really want to make this quick video so that you know, I kind of, you know, at least are keeping up to date. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.